Welcome back. Today we're going to look at the Westside Discs Tursas. This one is in VIP plastic. It's an understable mid, so if you're looking for something to fill that understable mid slot, we're going to give this one a try. Never thrown one, never thrown this one. Brand new, just purchased today. Going to compare it up against a Prodigy MX3 in 400 Glimmer, a Latitude 64 Fuse in retro plastic, a Latitude 64 Compass in Opto plastic, and a Dynamic Discs Lucid Bounty in Lucid plastic. Let's give it a rip. First throw, first impressions. The first thing that comes to mind is it feels almost like a Prodigy M4. It's got that kind of rounded over edge, pretty deep. It kind of almost like a rounded over Mako 3. Prodigy M4, like a little deeper, a little taller Discraft Meteor is what it feels like. It feels good. I mean, it's a good, obviously their plastic is amazing. It's a good feeling. It's flexible, semi-gummy, pretty domey. So I'm expecting this thing to have a ton of glide. And with it being an understable mid, you're either gonna want to throw it flat and let it turn over and give it some height so it can turn over, or you're gonna want to throw it maybe on a little bit of hyzer, let it flip up and glide. So let's see what it looks like. Brand new, kind of has a slide to the right. First throw, I never got it above waist high, so that was my fault. I should have given it much more height to be able to determine what, truly what kind of flight it has. But here we're going to compare it up against a retro Fuse from Latitude 64. I really like this for that late flip. You'll notice right out of my hand the Fuse started turning to the right. The Tursas, and now granted it's brand new, and it's a much more rigid plastic, but the Tursas went out for a while before it started sliding to the right. Opto compass. All right, so you just saw the first throw ever with the Westside Discs Tursas. It feels fantastic. The rim, and it's gonna be kind of difficult to get a good shot of it, but the rim is more rounded over, slight concave on the bottom. Depth is good. You can see that you get a good power grip if that's how you throw your mids. I typically have a tendency to throw either a 3-finger or maybe a 3-finger with a pointer finger extended. How I throw my mids for accuracy. Let's take another rip on it. You can see it turns to the right, kind of gathers itself, and then just falls straight down. It doesn't turn and burn to the point where it's going to roll, and it certainly doesn't have enough fight to actually come back to the left. Here is a Dynamic Discs Bounty, negative 1.5.5. So it should be a pretty similar flight to that Tursas. Again, yep, it pulls over and it just stables out and slides. Essentially, it's the same thing. It depends on your feel. If you like the beaded feel, then go with the Bounty. If you like the rolled over edge feel, then go with the Tursas. All right, so I've thrown this twice. Once down to the other side, once back. It's got a nice flight. It comes out of your hand, glides, slides to the right, and then just settles. It doesn't try to come back left, it just settles. But I've thrown it up against Dynamic Disc Bounty, Latitude 64 Fuse, and this thing, no lie, the glide on it's amazing. It's an easy 25 or 30 feet longer than those. Watch this. Nice little slide to the right, and it just glides. Like, that's a 310 foot mid-range shot. I don't have that in my bag until now.